Hyperlane is soon launching its confirmed airdrop, and this is your last chance to qualify. So in this video we will provide you with a fully comprehensive guide on how to stack up transactions and build up that volume in the Hyperlane ecosystem to qualify for their potentially life-changing airdrop. Nonetheless, nothing in this video is financial advice. We are not financial advisors. Do not invest in anything you can't afford to lose. Use a burner wallet for extra security and always conduct your own research. Before we begin, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button to support our channel and stay up to date with the latest crypto guides, reviews, news, technical analysis, and so much more. Friends, let's jump straight into the video. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are you officially ready to begin with the massive Hyperlane airdrop? Well, we're officially on their website, which is hyperlane.xyz. We've officially got their X page, which is at Hyperlane. Give them a follow and turn on the notification bells to stay up to date with everything regarding their protocol and, of course, the upcoming token airdrop. Now, in this video, we're going to provide you with a fully comprehensive airdrop tutorial to qualify for their token. We don't know what the ticket will be, but we do know that it's coming, my friends, and it could be coming sooner than we think. And therefore, this is the last chance to qualify for this airdrop by watching this tutorial and following each and every step. Of course, you don't have to follow each and every step, my friends. It's entirely up to you. You will need to have assets on certain wallets. However, you can utilize this platform as much as you like and as much as you can afford. Now, my friends, as you know, we like to qualify for 2-in-1 airdrops wherever we can, or also more airdrops if that is possible, and that's why we are going to also be using layer 3 in this video. Now, you probably have seen layer 3 pop up in our videos before if you're obviously subscribed. If you're not, this may be brand new to you, and no worries, this is a fantastic protocol which is conducting their own airdrop in March of 2025, which is basically around the corner, and therefore you can grab the third airdrop from layer 3 just by watching this video and following the tutorial like I said. So we are going to be completing some quests over on layer 3, which is going to get us some cubes and XP. As you can see in the rewards section of layer 3, I am stacking up my cubes and XP for the third airdrop round, of which I'm very excited. So guys, in this video we'll be completing as many quests as possible that are related to Hyperlane, and therefore this is going to qualify us for 2 airdrops in one and potentially more on the way. So to begin with, how do we get started and how should we get our hands on the Hyperlane airdrop? Well, what I'm going to first do is, guys, go through the introduction to Hyperlane, of which I think will be the first primary quest to do. So as you can see here, guys, open up Hyperlane Explorer. Now, this is going to show you all of the transactions that are taking place within the Hyperlane ecosystem. So you can see people are bridging to and from various different networks, including Eclipse to Solana, Arbitrum to Binance, Arbitrum to Optimism, Arbitrum to Neutron, Neutron to Arbitrum. Guys, you see where I'm going with this. There are so many chains of which you can bridge to and from. So as you come back, if you click continue, guys, it asks you to explore the ecosystem, of which we'd happily be able to do. Here, guys, on the link tree, you'll be able to see all of the bridges that are available with Hyperlane. So as you can see, we've got Nexus, Symbiotic, Superbridge Renzo, Descent, Velodrome Finance, Elixir Bridge, Trump Chain, Pump Bitcoin, Superform, Treasure Bridge, Swell Chain, Eclipse, Skip Go Fast, Stride, Interchain Wars, Kitty Penny, Injective, Mitsosis. Guys, you see where I'm going with this. Wow, there are an extreme amount of protocols and bridges of which we can use in the Hyperlane ecosystem. So we're going to keep this tab here, guys, because we will return. However, going back over to layer 3, we can now very simply get ourselves a cube and 75 XP just for completing that quest, which didn't even require us to bridge any assets. Now, once you mint the cube, my friends, it will be as simple as moving on to the next quest. So once we are ready, as you can see, we've officially got that cube. And if we go back over to the interoperability hub, we can see that we are now going to go on to the next Hyperlane bridge of which we can use, and that is Nexus. So bridge from Arbitrum, bridge any amount of tier N from the Arbitrum network via Nexus. So Tier is obviously the Celestia token. So as you can see, my friends, we are now on the Hyperlane Nexus bridge. And in the top right corner, we've got 3 wallets that we are using right now. You can use alternative wallets, whether that is an Ethereum EVM wallet, a Solana wallet, or a Cosmos wallet. So that could be Phantom, MetaMask, and Kepler all rolled into one on the Hyperlane platform. So this enables you to bridge to and from multiple different networks and wallets, guys, which is absolutely fantastic. And by doing so, we are very simply going to help ourselves qualify for airdrops. Now, what's the first route that we're going to do on this platform? What we're going to do is we're now going to choose networks to bridge to and from. Now, this quest asked us to bridge TIA from the Arbitrum network via the Nexus network, and therefore we are going to need to get ourselves some Celestia tokens before we begin. Now, we have got the bridge open up and ready. Now, we need to get the Arbitrum network set up. The next step is to obviously select the network that we want to bridge to, and that is going to be the Neutron network for this case. Here, we're going to be able to send ourselves our TIA tokens, which, as you can see, we've got TIA.N, the exact token that we need to swap on layer 3. Once you've done that, my friends, you can see that I've already got 3.24 Celestia. Now, if you don't have any Celestia tokens, I'm going to show you how to get some in order to bridge over to Neutron. For Neutron, guys, you're going to need to have a Kepler wallet, as this is a Cosmos IBC network wallet, and therefore you can use networks such as Neutron, Celestia, Cosmos, and so on. So once you've got that set up, my friends, we need to confirm that we've got Celestia tokens, and I'm going to show you how to swap tokens and qualify for a third airdrop on the way. And that is going to be by using Jumper Exchange. Now, Jumper Exchange is another protocol of which we've got an airdrop tutorial, and I'll leave that in the description down below so you can give that a watch. In my opinion, this one could be absolutely massive, and therefore by swapping tokens on the Arbitrum network to get tier tokens could be a nice way of getting a bigger and better airdrop. So as you can see here, I've got my ETH token selected up top on the Arbitrum network. Down below, I want to select the Arbitrum network and I want to swap into more Celestia. So I can already toggle it here, so I'm going to do that, and I'm very simply going to choose an amount of tokens that I want to swap into. Obviously, guys, the more that you do, the better off that you will be, the more volume that you are able to conduct, the bigger the airdrop that you will receive. However, I'm very simply just doing this as a tutorial, and I'm not going to be bridging thousands of dollars at a time. So once you get your hands on Celestia tokens, just as so, you don't even have to use the Jumper Exchange. You can use popular decentralized exchanges such as Uniswap. You can even use the Layer 3 platform to swap. Now that I've got my tokens, I can head back over to the Nexus bridge, and now what I can do is select an amount of tokens to bridge from Arbitrum over to Neutron. So as you can see, I'm now going to bridge over to this network. I'm going to confirm the wallet address, of which if I go into my Kepler wallet, I now go up into copy address, and I now just go over to my Neutron address, as you can see here. If you can't find it, you just type in Neutron, which is completely fine, and you just want to click copy. Once you come over, you want to go back and make sure you paste the wallet address. And here, guys, you can see exactly how much you have in that wallet and how much you'll receive on the other end once you click continue. So once we do this, guys, we're very simply going to be conducting a nice transaction over to the Neutron network. So we're going to click send to Neutron, and it's going to bridge over from Arbitrum to Neutron. This is going to be one nice transaction, of which is going to be around $18.70 in volume. Boom, as you can see, we have now sent it over, and it is going to receive over on Neutron very shortly. And all we need to do is wait a few minutes, my friends, and we'll see the token balance update, of which we can just give it a refresh, or you just come back in 5 minutes and you'll see that your tokens have been sent over into the Neutron network, of which we can keep up to date in the Kepler wallet. However, going back over to the layer 3, as you can see, we have bridged any amount of tier from Arbitrum via Nexus, and therefore if we click verify, boom, we've officially completed that quest, and we completed the Hyperlane quest, so we can click continue, and we can now claim another cube and 75 XP, further helping us for another airdrop. Guys, this is fantastic, and as you can see, we're even minting a cube over on the base network, which could be a fourth airdrop by just getting another transaction stacked up. Fantastic. So guys, we are very simply getting so many airdrops just from using layer 3 and the Hyperlane bridge, and of course other protocols of which we can use on the way, just like Jumper Exchange. So this is exactly what I love about airdrop farming, guys, is that it's just not limited to one protocol, but we can do multiple at the same time. Now, as you can see, we've already got our Celestia tokens on the Neutron network, which we can confirm in Kepler by scrolling down, and as we can see, we've got 6.09 tier tokens on the Neutron network. Now, if, for example, you wanted to bridge over from Neutron to another network, you could bridge back over to the Arbitrum network if you wanted. It's entirely up to you. As you can see, this time I could send over, I don't know, 6 of my tokens straight back over to the Arbitrum network just by now getting my wallet address up in my MetaMask wallet, coming back over, clicking paste. And now, as you can see, we just click continue. You will then be able to send over your tokens to the Arbitrum network. However, you can bridge it to another network. If that was Celestia, it's entirely up to you. You would just very simply do the same thing, get your wallet address over from Kepler and send it from over here. It's entirely up to you once again. Come back over, click paste, and boom, off you go. As you can see, you would now click send, and this is going to be another transaction utilizing another network and stacking up more volume. Guys, the more you are able to utilize the Nexus bridge and all of the Hyperlane protocols, the better off you will be. As you can see, it's now been sent off, and we are now just going to wait for it to receive on the other end, which is going to be the Celestia network itself. Lovely. Now, coming back over to layer 3, we've officially done the Nexus bridge, guys. You can very simply utilize that protocol as much as you like. Nonetheless, going back over to the interoperability hub, if we use another protocol which is utilized by Hyperlane, you could very simply use Renzo. We know Renzo is part of the Hyperlane ecosystem because we saw it on their ecosystem page over on Linktree, and we can confirm that down here. So Renzo is going to be our next stop. So as you can see down here, bridge any amount of easy ETH from base, Arbitrum, or linear using Renzo bridge. So first of all, we need to get our hands on easy ETH. And how do we do that? Well, we can very simply do that by using the Jumper exchange. So if we choose the network of which it asked us to use, it could be base, for example. I can get my hands on easy ETH by swapping from the ETH token onto the base network again, of which I'm going to do a native swap. And I'm going to find easy ETH. As you can see, Renzo staked ETH. This is exactly what we want to get. And what we're going to do is we're going to stack up some more volume on the Jumper exchange, conducting another transaction. And this is going to help us for more airdrops. So I'm getting my hands on the token. As you can see, we're going to get around $5.50 worth. Now that we can confirm that we've got easy ETH, we can go back over to Renzo. If we give the page a refresh, now, if we choose up top where it says from, where it says easy ETH on Ethereum, we want to now choose that on the base network, of which we know we have 0.001928. And here, guys, you just want to choose another network to send to. Let's just say we sent to the linear network. We're just going to very simply click max, switch to base chain, confirm the transaction, and very simply we are going to bridge our easy ETH from the base network over to the linear network, conducting another transaction in the Hyperlane ecosystem and building up that transactional volume. Now, in my personal opinion, guys, the more transactions, the more protocols, and the more volume that we're able to use, and the amount of days that we're using the Hyperlane ecosystem, the better off we'll be for a future airdrop. So guys, this is why I love layer 3, because we are qualifying for multiple airdrops along the way. You don't have to use layer 3 by any means necessary. You can come over onto their link tree and just go through all of these protocols, but I'll go more into that at the end of the video. We have officially completed that transaction, guys, so that is another one that we can tick off. Come back over to layer 3, click verify, another cube, and 55 XP for our airdrop over on layer 3. I love it, I love it, I love it, and this is exactly what we're going to be doing to qualify for multiple airdrops. Beautiful. What is next? Well, going back over to the interoperability hub, guys, I believe there are more quests within the Hyperlane ecosystem that we can do. And if there are, I believe it is going to be skip protocol, which is one of them. Now, this one is going to ask us to bridge over from the base network and bridge any amount of USDC from base to any network via skip protocol. So once again, guys, if you don't have any USDC, you can either A, use the Jumper exchange, or B, stack up some trade volume over on layer 3, of which you can very simply do by heading over to the base chain on the trade section, choosing the token you want to sell, and down below choosing the token you want to buy, which is USDC. This time, guys, let's just say we bridged around 0.01, which is going to be around $27. So that's going to be around $30 in volume that will stack up on layer 3, ready to bridge over on the skip protocol. So as you can see, we've now swapped our tokens. We can go back over to the quest, open up Skip. Now we very simply want to utilize this platform by going on to Skip, using our Ethereum compatible wallet. Going to very simply open it up. And it asks us to bridge to any networks. So up top where it says ETH, you very simply want to choose that and make sure that we've toggled USDC. And then down below, guys, you can choose any network to bridge your USDC tokens to. So say, for example, we now wanted to bridge over to, I don't know, the Optimism network. As you can see, if we just enter an amount, it could be $29. You just very simply choose to bridge USDC on base to Optimism. You could do it to any network, guys, of your choice. And I'm very simply going to click confirm, and it's going to bridge over my tokens. It is so simple. And now that it is processing, we can see that it is going to take 18 minutes. So it isn't the fastest bridge out there, and you may want to use alternative protocols, but we've got the patience to wait 18 minutes, my friends. It isn't that much of a problem, and therefore this is another transaction, another protocol that we've used, and some more volume. Now, if we go back over to layer 3, we can verify that we completed this task, and we can now claim another cube and some more XP, and this is beautiful for our layer 3 airdrop as well as Hyperlane. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So once we've confirmed this, guys, we are going to show you a couple more protocols in the Hyperlane ecosystem of which could be worth using. However, the world is your oyster from here, my friends, and you can very simply utilize as many different protocols as you like. So in the interoperability hub, there will probably be more protocols that will come out. As you can see, we've completed most of the Hyperlane ones already, and there will probably be more in the future. There are a couple wormhole ones here if you are interested in that. Nonetheless, also with the Hyperlane bridge, what you can do is if you go into the streak section of layer layer 3, down below you can see that we've got a weekly quest of which requires us to bridge via Nexus. If you do this, guys, you'll get 100 XP every week, and then on the third week what you'll get is a cube as well. So you'll get some nice amount of XP and you'll get a nice cube if you do that 3 weeks consecutively, and yes, that will help you with the Hyperlane airdrop. So guys, as we can see over on the link tree now, we can check out so many different protocols, whether that's the super bridge of Hyperlane, another fantastic choice of which you can use to bridge to and from different superchain networks, including Optimism, Base, Ink, Fractal, BNB Smart Chain, Unichain, and so many more, guys. This is a fantastic platform of which you can use, and we might as well. So we're going to use the Base network once again. And this time we're going to choose the base network to bridge from, and we're going to bridge to another network, let's just say Unichain. Unichain is another airdrop you can find on our airdrop tutorials playlist, of which is a highly recommended one because it could be absolutely massive. However, as you can see here, it asks us to swap Easy ETH, and therefore we're going to need to get our Easy ETH tokens, which we did earlier, and that is on the linear network. Now, if we go over to the linear network over here, we can confirm we've got Easy ETH, and therefore I'm going to bridge all of my Easy ETH over to Unichain. Once you're ready, you're going to click Review Bridge, and you're going to click Continue. Obviously, guys, it's entirely up to you if you want to do this. You don't actually have to do this route whatsoever, but it is a nice route of which could very well help us for a nice airdrop. So I'm going to be doing it myself, guys, and I personally think this could be an important one as well, and could even qualify you for the 6th Optimism airdrop, and therefore adding on another airdrop to our list of which we've been qualifying for in this video. So guys, if you are following all of these steps in this video, you are going to qualify for multiple airdrops along the way, as we have been using Layer 3, Jumper Exchange, Hyperlane, Optimism, the superchain itself, many superchain protocols, and many protocols such as Skip and so on, which could very well do their own airdrop as well. So we've now officially done that transaction, guys. We can go back over to the Hyperlane ecosystem and just go through as many different protocols as you like. Honestly, there are so many. You can even use Eclipse Turbo ETH, of which we've got an Eclipse airdrop tutorial on our YouTube channel. And yes, we'll be back in the future with more airdrop tutorials surrounding Eclipse, but this video was very simply just to show you how to qualify for the Hyperlane airdrop. Now, there are many other routes that we can do, whether that is using Injective as well with the Bridge Injective EVM. In my Kepler wallet, as you can see, I've already got myself some tokens on the Injective network, and I can actually bridge these tokens to Injective EVM. So as a tutorial, what I'm going to do is, my friends, I'm very simply going to show you how to bridge these Inj tokens to Inj EVM. I'm just going to select an amount, let's just say it was 0.3, and I'm now going to bridge over to my Injective EVM network, which is going to be my MetaMask wallet address over here, my Ethereum address. So I'm just going to click paste, I'm going to click continue, and now I'm just going to click send to Injective EVM. I need to confirm it in my Kepler wallet. As you can see, it's going to be a 1 cent gas fee, which is absolutely beautiful. And we are going to now see our Inj tokens move over from Injective to Injective EVM. Another transaction, more volume, and this is exactly what we're doing with stacking up those protocols. So I could be here for ages, guys, showing you so many different other protocols that we can use. It's entirely up to you. But once you've gone through everything for the day, and once you're done at the end of the week, what I recommend doing is heading over to the Hyperlane Explorer one more time, and very simply you can enter all of your wallet addresses that you've been using. So as you can see, if I was to paste my wallet address over in this Hyperlane Explorer, you'll be able to see all of the transactions I've conducted with my EVM wallet. So I've conducted quite a few since February 2024, so I've been using this pretty much for over a year. Basically, just keep an eye on how much volume, how much transactions that you are doing on the Hyperlane ecosystem. Try and utilize as many protocols as possible. You can find them all on their link tree, and of course head over to layer 3, of which we've used many quests to go through all of the protocols within their ecosystem. Guys, that is very simply the airdrop tutorial in a nutshell. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, because it really shows support on our channel. You can expect many more airdrop tutorials in the future. We've already covered Hyperlane over on the AltCryptoGems YouTube channel, so if you did watch that video, then you may already be familiar with some of their protocols. However, we have covered more protocols than we did in the last video on the AltCryptoGems YouTube channel, and therefore this video may be helpful for you, and I really do hope that you all qualify for the Hyperlane airdrop. I don't know what the specifications are going to be, whether you need to stack up $10,000 in transactional volume, whether you need 100 transactions, or whether you even just need 1 transaction. I don't know exactly, guys, but the more that you use the Hyperlane ecosystem, the more volume you can stack up, the more transactions you can build, and the more protocols that you can use within their ecosystem, the better off you will be. Now, friends, we appreciate every single one of you, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.